Hello heathens, welcome to another brief video. Today we're going to be talking about Ceol agus Craic, which is a short paper I wrote. It says excellent. I got an excellent at the top, so we're going to run with it, see if it's worth sharing. It's a random topic, but maybe perhaps someone's interested in learning what Irish dance is what. And again, damhsa is the Gaelic word for dance. If you say Ceol agus Craic, you're saying music and fun. Craic would be the fun, the party. Paddy and Craic is what's the crack, what's the entertainment, what's the hype, stuff like that. So yes, again, you can't just go ask where's the crack in every town. And coming down to Milwaukee and saying where's the crack, you're going to get a different outcome. So again, it's all relative. You got to take precaution. Céilí agus Craic. A Céilí, or gathering, is a traditional form of celebration in Ireland. They are the most high-spirited social events I've ever experienced. The typical party music includes jigs and reels, which encourage people to socialize and interact with each other by dancing, or damhsa. Reels, such as Ballalumni or the Walls of Limerick, are usually faster paced than jigs. One jig, or port, I learned at a Céilí was Bant Navar, the haymaker's jig. Most of the dances I've learned involve women weaving in and out of a circle, while the men stay relatively still and get to pursue them. I'm not sure if this was the original form of speed dating, but it is a fun tradition. Women feared not finding a husband and becoming old spinster maids. Women without husbands struggled to survive during centuries of Irish poverty, and one of the main ways to find one was at a Céilí. So, as I read this 10 years later, it is kind of a wee bit depressing. It pulls at me heartstrings because that was my goal of going to these dances as well, ironically, was to find an Irish husband, because that's just my type. But, that ship has sailed and sank like the Titanic, so that's the luck of the Irish, right? The Titanic was actually built in Ireland. The Withering Branch by Martin O'Kane reveals the distress of a 30-year-old woman, Nora War, trying to find a suitor. Although she could still hold her own in a jig, unless she had a gambler's luck, she'd be left in the cold. She wouldn't find anyone to ask her to dance again. Céilís were integral to the Irish because it brought people together from different areas of the community and even joined families through marriage. Hospitality is associated with Irish culture, and it was traditional for all of the guests to bring a party piece. The party piece involved entertainment, such as doing a jig, singing a song, or telling a story. In The Twisting of the Rope by W.B. Yeats, the man of the house invites Hanrahan, the poet, to join his party, but his wife did not want him there. Hanrahan refused to dance as a party piece, and wooed their daughter Ona instead, like any poet would have. Ona's mother feared that he had cast a spell on her, yet to cast him out would surely result in a curse. She cleverly convinced Red Hanrahan to help them twist a rope to tighten the thatch. Okay, so if you can imagine in this story, I always loved the image and it always stuck with me. Forgot it was Mr. Yeats, William Butler Yeats, that wrote this, but he backed up through that threshold while boasting and twisting. So you can picture this poet that they don't really want to kick out because they don't want to upset him, but he's just helping them twist the rope all the way backwards out the door. So he's twisting it all the way out the door. It's a very clever, very Irish folkloric take, which Yeats was fascinated with, folklore, the occult. He was even part of the Golden Dawn, obviously named after me. I would have totally been in the Golden Dawn if I was in a different century. But yeah, Mr. William Butler Yeats was involved in that occult circle, just like Aleister Crowley. This poem is an instance of the power people credited to poets, as well as the fear of insulting the wrong person when they aren't welcome at a party. So yes, Mr. Yeats showed different aspects of Céilí's gone wrong and how to avoid insulting a poet, which was, something nobody wanted to do since Druidic times. At last Thursday's kickoff Céilí, everybody learned the Gay Gordon dance, which refers to a Scottish regiment known as the Gordon Highlanders. This is an old-style circle dance in which every couple makes the same steps until every person has danced with every other person. That way there is no one at the Céilí who hasn't been introduced. Another group dance I learned was the stacking urna, a stack of barley. This is a group hornpipe dance, which have been popular since about the 16th century in Britain, Scotland, and Ireland. Céilís are Craic no matter what dance you're engaging in. It is a great opportunity to meet fellow Gaelic speakers and to celebrate Irish holidays such as Samhain. There are more people of Irish ancestry in America than in Ireland due to immigration, and it's important that they keep their traditions going. So yes, Céilí is the gathering, damhsa is the dance at the gathering, and you have your jigs and your reels. Everyone's heard of dancing a jig, doing a jig, but the reels are more of a faster paced jig, kind of like you see in the movie Titanic. And you do see the people go weep and like make their little sounds. Very traditional to be kind of he and ha and whistling. And so thank you for watching, you guys. Let me know what your favorite Irish band is, if you know of any good damhsa music, some dance music. Slán go fóill.